Chelsey. Welcome to our What's Working call, you guys. Three quick updates. Number one, just a quick reminder for Summit of next year. We were just on a call and Jackie mentioned that before Summit, she was just kind of like, I don't know, hanging out in her business. But once she went to Summit this year, she realized that that is when people just like her were succeeding and she got that drive. So Summit is such an amazing event to not only meet with our whole team and meet the celebrity trainers, but also light up your fire again in your business and take it to the next level. So you can register for that online. Also, our local hangout, we successfully did our first one this past Saturday. Again, it's the first Saturday of every month, so it'll be October 5th. We do need a theme. This month it was brunch. Some themes that I thought of was laser tag, because I did that recently and it was so flippin' fun, or escape room, or paint night, bowling, whatever. Throw some ideas out there and then we'll vote on it all in Fit Vibes Tribe.
Apple picking.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Idea. And then we need to make applesauce together. Or apple pies. Hiking, that'd be amazing.
Baking. Leaf.
Just leaf.
Chloe wants to pick leaves.
Well, good Chloe's lawn and rake.
Saturday, October 5th. She's going to rake a bunch of leaves.
Okay, so yeah, keep throwing those ideas out there. And then last but not least, Super Weekend is the first Saturday. It's like matches up perfectly with our local hangout. It's the first Saturday of November. So get to an event near you. They are all over. You might need to travel a bit, but it is worth it, especially to get that community feel. I think that's it. So Chelsey, take it over with some tips that are working for you right now.
Yo. No, I'm just kidding. Hey guys, what's up? I am so excited to see you all, and I'm so excited to share some stuff that's really been working for me. I've been kind of switching things up for myself. So I'm just going to dive right in. I want to encourage all of you guys to really find a routine for yourself that's going to work. So for me, what I do every day, oh, Dee, you little sweetheart. What I do is I don't know if any of you are familiar with my social media, but I do a workout video. It's sped up moves, 3 to 4 moves. There's an inspirational quote, and I throw it in my IG story, and it's between 10 and 15 seconds long. So every day what I do, how to get my invites. So first of all, I do the workout video. All of you guys should be posting your workout videos in your stories in some way, shape, or form, however you do it. So throw it in my story, and then you put a random hashtag and hide it in the corner. So why I say do the hashtag is because you're going to get those. You always say, oh, the same people watching my stories every single day. Well, switch up the hashtag you use. Or so I use a hashtag and then a location, and I hide them in the corners. So switch up your location, switch up your hashtag. Some things I do is Ray Dunn Addict, Disney Mom, or you can put Pitbull Lover, and I hide it in the corner, and then people are drawn to your stories, and the likelihood of them looking at your Instagram is higher and them following you. So put a hashtag, put a location on your workout videos. Now, this is my system. I post that workout video. The following day, you know how it expires at 24 hours? At hour 23, I send everybody that watched my story a, hey babe, or this is actually exactly what I put. I'm going to put in the chat. It's super simple, and I do it I've been doing it for my Instagram stories forever, but here's the new thing that's working for me. I started doing it on my Facebook stories. Oh my gosh, game changer. So I put that same workout video on my Facebook stories, and I go and I message all the people who have, and also with this script, you can easily turn it into a follow-up script. All you have to do is, do you still think about starting your health and fitness journey with me? And it's been so successful on Facebook because I'm starting all these conversations with these people who I haven't talked to in a long time. And all these people are watching my stories who are just people that I added and didn't connect with. And I'm catching them, and they're oh crap, she sees me watching his stories. So I was able to sign 2 people up the last week. last month. Yeah. And then one person recently. So I want to encourage you guys to obviously utilize all your social media platforms, but utilize your Facebook stories. Like, you don't have to, I don't put everything from my Instagram stories into my Facebook stories, but put those, I actually want to call them your frogs. Put your meat, your frogs into your Facebook stories. So put your workout videos. If you're meal prepping that Sunday, put your meal prep in there. If you have a transformation picture you just put on your Instagram, throw it in there. Like, put those meaty, if you never read Eat That Frog, it kind of sounds weird, but essentially what it is like, put your most important task, your most important things from your business into those stories so that people can see. So find a process, utilize your Facebook stories, like, such a game changer for me. I can't even believe how many people I'm starting to talk to just because I started to do that. I don't know. That's a really good question. Sam asked, can you do hashtags and locations on Facebook stories? I don't know, but I think you can. I think you can. Also, another thing is use polls on your Facebook stories too. Game changer. Oh, a big piece of advice. Don't forget to message the people the next day. Like, when you post those, how I get my invites in every day, I literally go to my workout videos. I message all those people. And like I said, my team does a 20 invite a day, 5 day a week, 100 club. So I easily go over that 20 every time when I'm posting those videos. Also, save photos and just use them another day, y'all. Don't have to be that same day. Totally true. I know Gretchen was saying this before too. Like, we were just talking about how, like, when we go to like summit and events, like, you're going to be using those pictures throughout the whole year from like events. Some people think like you have to post the same pictures from that day. Not even. Like, it's another reason to get to those events. But yeah, for what's working for me is utilizing Facebook stories, having a plan of action, just knowing that I need to message those people that watched my workout video. You don't need, okay, maybe you believe differently, but you don't need to message every single person who's watching every single story on your Instagram. Just pick the meat of your story and go send invites to those people. That's my best advice, because you're sitting there posting 10 stories a day and you have like 100 people watching each story, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're not going to like your life probably. What else is working for everybody? So those two are working for me. If I can think of more, I will let you know.
I have something that kind of, it's more of a realization than it is something that's working for me, I think. This sounds so silly. I'm sure you guys already know this, but so you know how at the very top of your Instagram screen, it will tell you how many people have come to your page within the last 7 days. So mine is really low right now because I haven't been adding to my network and all that jazz, 531ing or anything like that. So my people viewing my page each week is as low as 200. However, I'm still getting at least 400 views on all of my stories, meaning people are probably just seeing my stories up front and just tapping through them and not necessarily going to my page. So for me right now, because those numbers are so different, I need to be posting my stuff in my stories because that's where most people are seeing my stuff versus if my page had I go through phases where I get 1,000 people per week that's coming. I need to be posting more about my whatever's going on that week, my sneak peeks, all that in my posts, as well as stories, but posts would be more important in that. So I guess I just had that realization of analyzing those two things and then post accordingly.
That's actually something I never would have thought about, and I'm really glad you said that.
It was I think at the end of last week, I was like, I guess it doesn't matter. I still have 400 people viewing my stories. That's 400 people I could reach out to versus the 200 that are coming to my page. So
totally. And if you're not messaging the people who are watching your stories, I'm calling you out. You're doing it wrong. I was this person for 2 years. I was like, I'm not going to message the people watching my stories. That's freaking weird. They're just trying to have a nice day, tap through. No, go message those people. Get over yourself.
I love doing polls on Instagram stories, and I've heard from some new coaches, oh, like they didn't respond. So like reaching out to people who voted on polls and they're like, oh, they didn't respond or they did it by mistake. Girl, everyone does it by mistake. I specifically put it in a place where they do it by mistake. And so when I am reaching out to them, I say, hey, I saw that you voted, XYZ on my poll. Did you want some more info or did you hit it by mistake? It happens more often than you think. Again, 90% of people say that they did it by mistake, but it starts the conversation. Then I'm like, oh, no problem at all. How was your weekend? Or, oh, no problem. Your daughter is adorable. We're blah, 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 So it might not be an interest right away. And a lot of times too, you guys, they're like, it was totally by mistake, but sure, why not?
Yeah.
So every now and then you get those gems of like, oh, okay, sure, I'll send some info. So it's like totally common for people not to actually vote or to vote by mistake.
Also, don't be discouraged if literally no one votes out except yourself. No matter how long you've been a coach, if you're a brand new coach or 2-star, 50, I don't know. But like, it's so common. It's not just you. I just want to point that out because I know that can be really discouraging. And do polls about non-fitness things too. I'll get like 40 poll choices, whatever it's called, on like something about Finn. And then if it's fitness, me and Sam are the only one. Maybe Morgan and Jackie are like supporting me and without comment. So that's all.
I'm laughing because Gretchen's always the one to vote on my poll.
I feel bad for other people. They're like, I'll vote.
No, I love it. I'm like, yes, Gretchen loves me.
Coley does her dance party and then posts a poll. Yeah, it's like, she has her dance party and it's like, are you down with this jam? Or like, did you totally love this? Or like, are you a fan of Madonna? Or like, just simple that like, like yes or no.
I love how you do that actually, because I'm like, I do know this song. I'm like, vote. And like, I get really excited about it. Actually, going along with that whole story thing, I think, so something I noticed that I'm doing is I've been kind of boring on my stories. I want to encourage you guys when you're talking. I've heard this tip so many times at different things, but on your stories, don't just do 5 clips of you talking. Do those 5 clips and write kind of a little synopsis in a sentence of what you're talking about, like a little sentence, because a lot of the times people can't listen to what you're talking about. So if you write a little sentence, like, I don't know what I did the other day. Like I'm going to cut out dairy and going to try my best to cut out dairy and eat less sugar. Pretty much summarize what I was saying, but I was able to write that so that the people weren't just clicking through. They were actually seeing what I was talking about. So try doing that because I've noticed that I enjoy watching people's stories more when they write what they're talking about. And I don't know, like, when you guys watch stories, do you want to sit there and like watch somebody talk for 5 like videos? Like, I know I don't, and I'm so guilty. Like, I'll sit there and think that I'm like so interesting, but like I know somebody who's just clicking through,
I actually, so you guys know I'm a coach full time, so I can listen to stories with their volume on all day long if I want it, and I don't. I never have my volume on. And one time, I don't know if Morgan is still on here, but Morgan Saunders does really good job, and so does Gretchen at like posting that one sentence. But one thing happened with Morgan, something happened with her cat, and I literally felt like I knew the whole story. And it was only like maybe 4 slides, but she did a descriptive enough statement where I was like, what happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, phew. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was there for it. So I love that. It takes extra time, but worth it for your followers.
Oh, it totally does. And it makes you stand out too. Make your stories, like if you have the time, make them a little pretty, throw a little GIF on there, or make it funny. Like you sitting there talking like every video for like the next 5 videos, that's boring. That's so like 2 months ago.
I recently asked on my other Instagram account if people wanted subtitles. And it's kind of similar. Like usually if I do a poll of something, I'll get maybe 20 votes. I got like 117 votes for people saying that they wanted subtitles. And so now for that account, I won't go live, I won't go on my Instagram stories unless I have the time to do subtitles. And I would do there are actually apps that you can upload literally subtitles, like what you're saying. That's really easy. But for my Coach Greta Piper account, I just do the typing in what I'm saying. And that's I think just as good. but people want that.
So I feel like we've been talking a lot. Raise your hand if you guys have Success Club points on the board.
I have something to share.
Go ahead, Deed.
What's up, everyone? Okay, I have a few things. One is I used to do this a lot, and then I took like a month off of doing it, and now I'm doing it again, and it feels good, and it's working, is to every single day after I do my workout, I don't have the swipe up feature yet. But I do like the little questions box, and I've been changing it up, but I usually say, like, when I was promoting my challenge group, I was like, drop your email if you want to get into this group. And then now that I like am officially closed the group, I say, like, drop your email if you want to learn about my fitness and nutrition plans, or if you want to learn about my coaching mentorship. And I do that every single day, and I've had a few people drop their email, which is really exciting. But it's also just being super consistent and showing those little nuggets. Like, every single day you're planting the seed from someone. And I know people are like, damn, she's going to post it. Like, am I going to do it today? Am I going to do it tomorrow? Like, I know people are thinking that. And so I do that every single day. And then another thing I've been doing is, admittedly, I've been not consistent about following up with every single person on my follow-up list, like, consistently every single month. So I've been going back to people that I haven't talked to in probably like 2 months or more, and just restarting that conversation. And more likely than not, it's going into health and fitness, because I'm always posting about that. And so don't second guess the people that were interested like last year or 6 months ago, and try to like restart that conversation with them and see if they're interested. Because I have random people coming out of the woodworks that are like, yes, like, I need to do something now. Like, I'm going on a cruise in the spring, and like, I want to, like, wedding season is still upon us, and they want to do something. So reconnecting and following up with old people that were interested and inviting every day in my stories are working for me.
Love that. That's like such solid advice. Like, and doesn't that make you like kind of pissed off when people are always like, be consistent? It's like, you're just like, no, I need to be consistent. And then you hear it and you're like, dang it, she's so right. Like, I really, really just need to do the things.
Along with that, I was thinking about what I wanted to share with you guys before the call. And this is something that we all hear all the time, but if there's anyone new on the call, if you're scared to invite someone, get that fear out and just send the invite, because you're not going to die. You're going to be okay. The worst that's going to happen is they say no. I feel like every time I'm like, oh my God, like, this girl, like, I don't know, I don't want to invite her, I'm scared. And then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And then I do it. That's the person who's like, you know what, I actually have been thinking about coaching with you. Like, tell me more about it. So squash the fear, just send the invite.
Okay, Ashley said that she's super beautiful looking, and she's going to put her video on right now. I'm just kidding. She said, my points came from an old challenger seeing my email about my 3-day cleanse 2 months ago, and it encouraged her to jump back on. So that's pretty dope. So if you don't dabble in email marketing or like sending emails out to your clients, you can, and if anybody needs help, just feel free to message me. You can export all the customers you've ever signed up, all of your leads, all of your coaches. You can export all of their emails, and you can put them into a mass email list where you can send out reminders to them about upcoming product launches, just about, maybe you just want to chat with your peeps. Like, you can send them over like a meal, like a recipe you liked or something like that. Really dabble into mass emails if you can. I use MailChimp. If you use something else, feel free to drop it in the comments. I know Ashley uses something else. I don't remember what it is she uses. But solid points. Mailer Lite. That's hilarious. That's what it's called, Mailer Lite. Cool. So they use Mailer Lite. I use MailChimp. Really just take the time to get to figure out how to do email marketing because it's so helpful. Amber, why don't you tell us how you freaking sold a very large challenge pack today?
Hi guys. So I just sold one of the $219 challenge packs where they got the Shakeology and the the Shakeology and the pre and post workout. So it was to a girl, and it's crazy. You know how you have to build the value, and it's so insane to me how some people are like, I can't afford this, but yet then you see them like 2 days later, like on their IG stories, and they're spending that same amount of money, if not more, on like a dinner meal. It's crazy. But I was talking with this girl, just like having simple conversation and sticking to Chelsey's scripts because I was kind of in a funk for a couple weeks and was just not understanding why I wasn't signing people up. And Chelsey was like, okay, just go back to the 4 vitals again and just go back to basics and just stick to the script. And then don't be afraid to screenshot me every single conversation you're having, Amber. If they're responding, screenshot everything and just send it to me. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start blowing you up. Like, don't get mad at me. And so like I was just screenshotting her everything. And it was this customer named Brandy that I signed up today. And but it was after a couple of days. Like, she actually ghosted me, mind you, for like a couple of days. Like, I thought we were gonna sign up a few days ago, and she just stopped talking to me for a few days. So I was like, damn, I lost her. But anyways, how I got her was explaining how you get like a year subscription to like the Netflix of workout system or workout programs. You get your first days of Shakeout or first 30 days of Shakeout. You get all the pre and post workout, all the stuff that comes with it. And you get all the accountability. You get to meet all these new friends, everything that we talk about, right? And that we just love about Beachbody. And she was like, are you serious? Like, that's an amazing deal. Like, even at the $160, the $220, I was paying Amber $180 a month just for my kickboxing class, just for kickboxing. And she was still going to the gym, paying for a gym membership, and not seeing any results. So she's like, I'm paying $180 right now for kickboxing. I'm going to go cancel that and just sign up with you and see what you got. And I've been loving seeing your results because you've already lost 42 pounds. So, I mean, obviously it's working whatever you're doing. So if you're going to guide me, then let's try it. So, then I went ahead and just signed her up, and we got her on chocolate Shakeout, and it was all done today.
So is she somebody that like saw your transformation picture, or somebody that you reached out to just blindly, or like how did she come about?
So she's been following me the last couple years, like just on my Instagram. Like, she just has been following me. And then so she's been following me for just a long time in general. So she's watched the transformation. She's watched me become a coach. She's watched me start my journey. She's watched me talk about my anxiety, my depression, how this literally has changed my life, how it's helped me become a better mother, a better wife, a better person, because I was in a very dark place for a very long time. And she's seen just how transparent I've been about this journey. And it's not just about how much better physically I feel, but mentally I feel. And that's also how I explain that to her. It's not just about you looking better in like a tank top and a dress. It's how you're going to feel mentally. Like, the mental clarity you gain is priceless here. So just talking about that with her was really great. And she really felt like that was invaluable as well. So she was actually really excited to join when I was talking about that with her. And so she's been following me, like I said, since day one. And then I reached out to her blindly, Chelsey, just to answer your question. Yeah. She was following my stories, and she had voted on a poll of mine. I did a poll. I'm trying to remember what poll it was. I think it was actually on Morning Meltdown 100. I think it was on I had posted one about Fight Club, and it was, you know, how it's related to MMA and kickboxing and things like that. So it was something she was already interested in, and that's how we kind of related and just kicked it off from there.
Dude, kudos to you. I think that's, first off, Amber's a newer coach, so that's really amazing. Amber actually lost 41 pounds in 3 months. 42. And I want to say that Amber is actually someone who told me no for 3 years. So don't ever give up on people. Like, literally, she told me no for 3 years, and she started out as a discount coach. And she just has seen so much progress. So I think what's going to work for everybody and what you have to do in this business is just being a product of the product. There's a reason why these vitals are vitals. You got to stick to a program from start to finish. You have to, drink your shake daily. Share it.
I absolutely agree with that. Like, if anyone is like a program bouncer, don't do it. Don't be a program bouncer. Like, I've stuck with every program since I started this, and that's why I've lost this weight. It's helped me so much. So just stick with your programs, whatever program you're on, whether it's MM100, 21-day fixed real time, T20, whatever you're doing, stick with it. Give it all you got and a little bit more. And just do your nutrition, and I promise you're going to see those results and be the product of the product, and everyone's going to see that, and you're going to sign people up because it's awesome. And even if you're not signing people up right then and there, you're going to get so many people saying, I love your transformation. You are looking so amazing. That smile on your face is actually genuine. Like, I'm so proud of you. And those proud of yous turn into like, okay, what are you doing? Let's talk. I'm ready. Because I'm getting those. Like, I'm ready. Like, let's do it. So
super cool. So that's awesome. Let's pick on somebody else. I'm gonna pick on Lisa. Lisa looks like she wants to tell everybody what's working for her. She's like, oh crap, I gotta get unmuted.
Wait, yeah. Let's see. I don't know why I took that out. It's my headphones. I just switched to my laptop, so I got really confused. Yeah, just like messaging people from watching my workouts on stories, and a couple people have been interested, and you get ghosted, but still following. And a lot of people have, like, on my post, my transformation, they've like told me good job and looking great and everything. Yeah,
oh, that's good. So sharing the results, I think that's just a common factor for everyone. Share your results. If you don't have a huge physical transformation to give, like, share your mental, emotional, whatever results. Like, not everyone has a ton of weight to lose, TBH. Like, share how you feel. Like, do you feel healthier? Do you feel happier? So thanks, Lisa. Let's go with Bryn.
I wondered, I think I actually said to Sam before our call, I was like, I wonder if Chelsea's gonna call me again, which is all good. Between now and the last time you asked me, I have gotten on a one-on-one call with Sam, and that's been so helpful because it just pointed my head in the right direction. Like, I was and still am wanting to get more followers because I am afraid of the 500 plus that I already have following me. It's all fear. And so I've just kind of been decluttering my Instagram. I actually gave up Facebook a few years ago. I just needed the detox from social media. It was the best decision ever. But now joining Beachbody, it's going to be coming back into my life. But yeah, even just on this call, I added a couple stories to my Facebook, but they were just pictures. So I'm still working on the video piece for workout clips. The times that I want to work on them, honestly, just post them, is during the week, and I have to get out the door to get to my full-time job. So yeah, that's something I want to work on next, I think. But overall, I'm definitely heading in the right direction, and even biting my tongue and closing my eyes as I'm hitting send on some messages because, yeah, just sending the message just to get it out there.
I was muted. I think
What did I say, Coley? What can you help me with?
yeah, I was gonna say, what can you help with? And yeah, just as soon as you get over that fear, that you're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah, it's
Truly.
exciting. I love all of this. I mean, this is someone at work actually came up to me today and just like noticed like the glow on my face, and it's just like, yeah, you want to talk about this over my claims job? Absolutely, let's do this. So it's nice to have people recognize and like see the difference. Like, what have you been doing? And so
I love that. Stick to it. Just keep going and grinding with that because it's infectious. Coley said, getting workout videos done and out the door fast. Oh, that's awesome. You guys should link up on that.
Cool.
Thank you. Video editing apps that I use that might be able to help you or anybody who wants to know is Video Shop and Hype Type. I'm going to put them in the chat right now. If you are somebody looking to spice up your videos, Video Shop and Hype Type. So Jackie, you're getting called out, girlfriend. I guess you're SC2, so you better share the goods.
Wait, is Jackie Newberry on this call or is she talking to me?
It's you, girl.
So, like Amber, I actually did just sell a challenge pack for the 220, and I've never done that before. I always only ever have sold a 160. And I think I'm super weird about money. Like, I get very anxious about asking people to spend a lot of money on things. So before we like unbundled the bundles, people would be like, oh, how much is it? And I just would be like 160, but I followed Sam's script to a T, asked what her goals were. And like, I started just having real conversations with people and listening to them. And like she would have done so well with 2B Mindset and Shakeology. So I offered 2B Mindset and Shakeology. And she was like, yeah, cool. How much is it? I told her, and she was like, yeah, awesome. And that had never happened before. So I guess just like taking the time to just listen to people, see what they need, and then offer what they need, instead of just trying to sell. We need to look at people as people and not as just customers. So I think that's really important.
That's so true. I mean, we're in the business of helping people. Yeah, for some of us, this is like our income and stuff, but don't be shallow. Like, really listen to what people need and stop just trying to set them up with something just because you know you're going to get paid. Like, that doesn't make a good coach. Like, listen to their needs. So I love that. And also, I can connect with you because I would always sell myself short. Not that I personally would sell myself short, and I would think that people wouldn't value me enough as a coach, so they wouldn't invest in the 220. So I would literally just tell people there was a 140 challenge pack and a 160. I would never even think about telling them about the 220 because I didn't believe in myself enough that somebody would invest in me that much. Yeah. So I think that it's a personal development thing. For me it was, but it's just like you totally can, and you never know what people's situation is. Maybe they're going to be pissed off at you that you didn't tell them about that package. Totally. Like, don't sell yourself short because you're a badass. And yes, Maddox.
She is a badass.
What I was going to say is, as I'm hearing all of you talk, it sounds like everybody kind of knows what they struggle with. And I think it's super important to connect with what you're struggling with to personal development. So when you were talking, Jackie, I was thinking about the book, You're a Badass at Making Money. It's by Jen Sincero. She wrote You're a Badass. And
I got it.
Oh my God. It's such a good book. So just if you're struggling with something within the business, ask your coach to either help you with a business development book or a personal development book that's going to help you get over, like, even when Bryn was talking, when I was just thinking, get over your damn self, like, that's a book. So just like pair people up, like, really don't just listen to personal development because you know that that's one of the behaviors and you have to get it out of the way. Listen to something that's going to speak to your heart, speak to your season of your life. That's what they always tell us on the trips and stuff and Summit is, are you listening to personal development for the proper season of your life? Like, what are you going through? What are you struggling with? What's your limiting beliefs? connect your personal development with that, and it's going to help you grow as a person and as a businesswoman. So good for you and Amber. Like 220, that's really amazing. And also just, you're going to really help change lives like with that package. So kudos to you. I'm going to call on Alex. Is it Alex Galloway? I don't know you, so I just want to call on you.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
How you doing, Chelsey?
Great.
Why did you call on me?
Because I don't know you and I want to hear you.
Oh, well, hi.
Hello.
I am in Florida. I'm down in St. Pete on the West Coast, where we had absolutely no hurricane at all. If people weren't talking about it, you would have not even known there was a hurricane out there. And yeah, I'm just down here coaching is kind of it's very part-time. It's very, very part-time for me because I have a full-time job that I love. But I've had a lot of great help and great training from Deed. And so we're actually working on doing a sneak peek here in a couple weeks, which I'm pretty excited about because I've seen the ones that everyone else has done and I find it very interesting. And I think it'd be just a really good outlet to be able to help more people. Hopefully, if people tune in, if they don't, then they can just, kick rocks because they're really missing out on that. But yeah, that's me. Just a little Florida gal living her life.
That's awesome. So is there anything that's like working for you right now in your business?
I haven't sold anything in a while. But as far as making connections, it's been the stories like everyone has been talking about tonight has been going really well because I don't have a business page or anything, but even if I definitely have more views, and if I have, let's say, where was I the other day? I was at like a winery, and if I tag the winery, or if I tag wherever I am, I get a lot more views on my story, as opposed to just posting on my story and just doing something. But I tend to get more views on my stories, which allows for more opportunities to message people and make those connections than just posting on my feed. I think I'm sure people get lost in feeds, like all the people I'm adding, and then I come across somebody and like, oh yeah, I really love this person's page and I love following, but I haven't seen them in so long because I feel like it gets lost in all of the people that you follow. But as far as
that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah. I love that tip. That's really a great tip to make sure you're tagging the locations of the places you're going to get those eyes on your page. And like, I'm so glad you shared that because it's like literally not always about selling something, guys. It's about having those bomb connections, making those, expanding your network and meeting that gal you're going to clash with, like you just vibe with. Like those are all wins and those are all things that are working for us because, you never know what's going to happen down the line. So love that you brought that up. It's not always about selling something, and that's such a good tip.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hi.
Cool. So.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. I have something.
What's up?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I have some things. Hi. So, I've had really good success lately with treating my Instagram as a reality TV show, my stories. So I do basically the same things every day, especially in the morning. I have really good success, like somebody brought up earlier, with my polls after my singing, dancing jam fest. And also another thing is I've had success at the end of my workouts. I post a calendar of the workout that I did with the countdown to the next boot camp, accountability group, start date, whatever. And then I will show like a list of 10 people, spots that are taken up, even if they're not, any are not even taken. I will like put fake names in there to look like that it's filling up faster. I totally have done that. Your name may have not shown up in there. I don't know. I don't know. You have to watch my stories to find out. So I will put like 1 through 10 and then put like little fun arrows and stuff. Be like, you belong here. And then the next story is a quiz. And that quiz will be a question like, what do you want to focus on next month? What are you struggling with? Do you have a hard time with picking things for dinner? Something that I find that I have success with is when there's multiple choice, or like the poll where it's one or the other, have way better success than people dropping into the question box. So one I've been doing a lot that I've had a lot of success on is what do you want to focus on next month? Or right now, since the beginning of the month, I'm saying this month. And I will just ask the question, workout, nutrition, or workouts and nutrition, and they get to choose. And I've been having a lot of success with people hitting one of those, and then after that, I then tell them, yay, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching my story. I literally say it just like this. Thank you so much for watching my story. I really appreciate your support. I saw that you selected on my poll that you want to work out with me. Can I please get your email address and send you all the information? So I've had a lot of success with that lately. And then, another thing that I've really good success with, guys, because I am one of those that has time management issues and use the excuse that I don't have time way more than I definitely should. But what I've been doing is when I sit down, first of all, I will the night before make my schedule for the next day, so I know what I'm waking up and doing hourly, every half hour actually, all day, even when I'm doing on my lunch break as well. And then when I sit down, as I've already dedicated business hours to myself, when I sit down and work, I have been Googling 15-minute timers or 15-minute countdown. And for 15 minutes, I will do each of the vital behaviors or, vital behaviors that are on this guy. So I'll just pick these and then attack that, and for 15 seconds or minutes each. And then I'll do at least 5, and I will definitely do the one I hate the most first, or the ones I have to do the most of. I have a lot of follow-ups most of the time, so that's usually first. So I'll do that for like an hour. I'll pick 5. I mean, it's like an hour and 15 minutes. It's okay. You guys get what I'm saying. But that has been helping a lot because it counts. I've picked timers that like count down or have like snazzy music or whatever, and then boom, 15 minutes is up, and I move to the next task. If, like, for example, like I get through all of my invites or like through all of my inbox before the timer goes off, I'll then go back to like the one prior or whichever one I've had the most of. So that's been helping a lot with like time management and like diligent, this is my time. Oh, Anna wrote, and right in front of me, you can't see it, it's right here, right there. I put up a whiteboard, so when I sit down, I have my goals for September, special dates for September, people who've signed up and what they signed up for, what I'm shooting for, motivational quotes, and then I have a small calendar as well that tells me what I'm posting on that day, so I can like, congregate? No, that's not the right word. I can create, congregate. I can create the post throughout the day or whatever. That's what I'm like focusing and thinking on. So, okay, I'm done talking.
Coley, I always love when you talk. I think what I took from that is just to really have, am I frozen? Okay. Schedule out your activities and be organized. I know I suck at that, so thank you, Coley, for mentioning that. Trying to read the chat. Yeah, so it looks like we've been pulling a lot of good information here tonight. I love being on calls because you gather so much, like using your head to come together. It's like you're sitting here and you're bouncing ideas off each other, and it's just like good creativity. And then Also, I just love having you guys as a tribe because people call you out on your crap. Like, as much as we're all here to like help each other out and be amazing, like also we're here to be like, no, girl, if you start doing this, like it will work out better. Or, you know, I like that you guys we can sharpen each other just like businesswomen and just like real life. So yes, Maddox. Anybody else want to share anything?
Can I just say one thing that's not really okay? Let me just say this. I used to be so nervous about, well, I still hate rejection, but I used to be so nervous about like what people were gonna say when I invited them and them judging me, all that stuff. So I don't want to turn any of you into alcoholics, but if I have a glass of wine, it makes inviting so much easier. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but like in order to get my fear out of the way, like that's just something that I still sometimes do, but I end up having such great conversations because I literally like turn the blinders off like everyone always tells you to. And I just don't have one glass to calm the nerves. Seriously though, like it has helped me a lot. Just get out of my own way.
So Chelsey, what's working is buy a bottle of wine from the store. Girl, that's always working for me. I feel you.
No, and not in like I'm drunk messaging these people, but it just helps you take it easy a little bit.
Yeah, totally. Bryn, I think that's so cool that you said that. She said, I always have a hard time going to bed after calls because I have so many ideas. I get pumped by these calls. That's like that's a great feeling to be inspired and motivated. Like, that's how you know you're in the right area. If you're going to sleep, like, excited about your future and you got, like, all these goals and these visions and excitement, like, that's why we do these What's Working calls, so we can implement and just grow together. So that's super cool. Alrighty, anybody else? You're my kind of girl, Kelsey. Stella Rosa Black. Okay, so the alcoholics are sounding off in the chat thread now. No, just kidding. Everybody's posting the local wine deals. What's going on? All right. So if nobody else has anything to say, I think this was a solid call. I always love these calls because it just gets ideas bouncing. And, you know, just like if what you're doing isn't working, it's always good to hear other people's ideas. So cool. All right. Well then, oh wait, Amber, you want to say something?
So when we were all talking about like the videos and stuff, like posting workout videos, I was kind of thinking like maybe starting next month. I know I'm getting kind of ahead of myself, but so we can all get familiar. Just a thought. That app Triller, is that how you say it? Triller? Am I getting it right? Anyone? I don't know if people have used it. Okay. I just downloaded it, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of want to play around with it for a little bit, but I wanted to start doing like a pre-workout dance every morning before I work out, and obviously post that to my IG stories. But I wanted to do like a team, like themed dance every morning with the pre-workout. Let's say like 1 week we did like a Disney related song. Like I did like a Little Mermaid song, and then like Jackie did like a song to Toy Story. Chelsey did like a Frozen song. I don't know, but like we did it all like to our pre-workout energize before we did our workout or something. You know what I mean? And like we were all tagging each other, and then we were sharing it all on our stories and showing like our team is this big. Like you could be part of like our tribe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really like that idea. I like that idea. That's cool.
Like see how big we actually are. Like we're not just like 3, 4, 5 girls. Like we're a huge tribe.
Set it up, sister. Coley said set it up. Coley is down. Trust.
Like 1 week it's Disney, the next week, I don't know, it could be like rock and roll. I don't know, just like spitball and hip hop, pop, throw it out there. Like Katy Perry week or something, Taylor Swift, because her new album just came out, you know? Oh. But we can all like have this whole month to like play around with like the Triller app and like I guess, get used to like clipping it and like playing with it. So by the time we start doing those videos, we can just start tagging each other in them in the IG stories, and then we can share them to our stories. And it's like, look how big our tribe is. You can be a part of this. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Geez, I didn't realize I was unmuted the whole time. I really like that idea, and it like shows unity and stuff. So that's a really good idea. So you should set that up and post some fit vibes about it. I wanted to say, if you guys were vibing with somebody tonight, or you kind of feel like you're on the same page, feel free to hit that person up so that you guys can be like success partners, and that you can have a buddy in this business, because obviously you all are here to make moves. Like, you guys are the ones on the call. You guys want to see success. You guys want to be here. So plug in with somebody that you're just vibing with, and have that partner, have that accountability business partner. All right, guys, let's do a boomerang real quick.
Can someone tag me in it too? Because I don't have my phone on me.
Yeah, my son has my phone too. Like,
so one person do the boomerang.
I know. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. All right, hopefully we got it. Everybody have an amazing Monday night, and let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's do it, you know? Cool. All right, sleep tight. Have a nice dinner wherever you are, or if it's sleep time. Good dreams. Bye, guys.